Hello everybody, this is Mashu Haraguni, and I'm bringing you a review I made a really long time ago, but I decided to remove the video for reasons I won't get into right now. But it's the Audio Technica ATH M50X review. Now, when I first made this review, I didn't really like the headphones very much. I didn't dislike them, it just, there were better alternatives for the price, unlike what most people say. This is the little carrying pouch it comes with. By the way, I've had these for about a year, so box is a little damaged and everything. By the way, the box it comes in is pretty big. It's bigger than my Beats mixer box. Haven't opened this damn thing in a while. They'll just be sitting right in here with the headphones like laying flat right there, obviously. And that's really it. There's stuff under there like the pouch, which is right here. And then the 3 cables, but I'll get into that later. First, we're going to go through the accessories. It comes with a really soft pouch. It's not like a little bag like with some Hesh 2s. It's a little stronger than that, but not really going to make much of a difference, really. It does feel better in the hand. Uh, these little pull strings are definitely better. It definitely stays in there. It won't come out if you drop it or something, but it's not really going to protect. Maybe from scratches and dust, yeah. It'll be great. And here are the actual headphones themselves. See Audio Technica on the top. You probably already all saw them on the internet or whatnot. These are the new version, by the way. The X stands for just a slight, they just dropped the decibels in the bass range by about 3, which I can tell because I did hear the previous version of these, and they gave it attachable cable. Getting onto those cables, now that I mentioned that, it actually comes surprisingly with 3 different cables. This is the short one. It's 3.5 meters. This is what I would call the portable cable. Use this with, your iPod Touch, your Android phone, iPhone, if you just want to bring them out in public. The second, the one I actually use with my actual computer, is, I really wouldn't know. This looks about triple the length of the other one. I'd say this is like 9 feet. It's pretty long. I mean, it wraps around my entire gaming desk and goes over to my headphones, and it still has plenty of room. So if you got a nice little gaming rig sitting up, you can just wrap it around your desk, and if you want to get rid of some of the cables and you don't want it to be all over your keyboard and shit. And then the last is this really nice cable coil. I don't use it, but I know people, if you're a DJ or doing some shit with some real good sound equipment, like professional shit, you would use this. It stretches real nice. I mean, feels just like any other coil cable. High quality. Why I say surprising? Because of when it came with 3 different cables, because the previous model had only came with one, and not to mention it was undetachable, which kind of sucked. I mean, if you're gonna pay $160, include a detachable cable, because this cable will blow out way before the speakers do. And once the cable's gone, the headphone's gone. That's why you need to always implement a detachable jack right here, because this will last 5 years easy. These will last 8 months. Done. Especially how I use them. Alright, but done with the accessories. That's really everything that comes with it. 2, I'll go into comfort, just like with the mixer review. Now, if you're directly comparing these and these, the freaking comfort, oh my god, there's not even a comparison. It just, these are way better. I think I played Prop Hunt for like 12 hours on this one server straight. It told me how long I played the server, and I joined it at that day. I was like on for like 12 hours. I don't know how I played Prop Hunt that long. It's not even that fun. But I wore these the whole fucking time, and I can barely even tell they're on my head. These are a lot heavier than these. But these pads are so much more, and it's so soft compared to these. These are just not soft at all. It's not good. For comfort, I mean, out of 10, the only more comfortable headphones I've ever worn were Hesh 2s and the original Beats Studio. Beats Studio sound like garbage, but they were comfortable. I mean, that's not enough for a reason to pay $300 for shit headphones, but they were comfortable. And these take third place out of every headphone I've ever heard. I'd, I'd say they're just above some 598s, but those sound really bad, so don't buy them. But with these aren't even like half as good, for real. If you want comfortable headphones, don't get mixers. So comfort, they're great. I mean, if you just want a comfortable, great sounding headphone, boom, grab these bad boys right here. Now onto sound. Trying to keep this nice and sweet and short. These sound amazing for the price. For the price, yeah, they sound really good. I guess you could do better, but not much better. I mean, only the Hesh 2s, in my opinion, sound better and are cheaper. But any other headphone I've heard, especially trying to compare them to like those shitty Sennheisers I have, oh god. And I paid more for those shitheisers. Not all Sennheisers are bad, it's just that headphone. I don't know what they were doing with that shit. But these sound like infinitely times better. They have really nice low bass. It's not gonna mud out until you just try to raise it. If if you're on a computer and you can actually edit the decibel range for the low end, I push it up about 3. If you watch my other video, you would already know this, but I only edited it by about 3 decibels in bass, and it's really good. It's a lot better than the original M50s. I borrowed them for like a day because everybody was saying they're so great, and they weren't that great. They sounded good, but there was no low end at all. So these, if you heard the originals and you thought they didn't have enough bass, these have way more bass. But I did hear the originals only on an iPod Touch, so that could have been the reason why I didn't have bass. These have bass with an iPod Touch though, so that's why I say that. These definitely have more bass. Uh, the treble end is definitely less. They're not as loud as the originals, but it's not that big of a deal because you can just raise the treble gain on your computer if you have a computer. And they still get really loud, don't get me wrong. They're just not as loud as the original. And they're definitely not like Beat Studio loud, like retarded loud, where you can't even understand the music because it's just scratchy, bad, terrible sound. These actually stop where they need to stop so they don't distort. I'd say out of a 10, if I was including price when it comes to sound, I'd give these, I'd say a 9. A 9 is a really good score for me, considering how many headphones I've actually heard and owned. The only head, I don't even think my mixers probably score a 9 as well, in my opinion, if I had to throw comfort and price in, because that comfort just killed it. I mean, the price is all right. I mean, if you have a job, I mean, it's fine. But if your parents are paying for it or something, it's definitely a lot more than these. I mean, I paid for both these headphones. I paid for all my shit myself, so it wasn't really a big deal to me. I could have got the pros if I wanted, but I just didn't want to wait another check. So I just said whatever, and I grabbed the mixers. But these may not sound as good as these overall. But if you want a headphone that you could wear for a long time, I'd pick these, not these. If you just want the best sound quality possible, you just want the best bass, you want the loudest volume at a really good quality, pick these, 250. If you want a really nice balanced sound, these are balanced too, by the way. If you want a really nice balanced sound at a really nice price range that everybody likes, and then if you just want to look cool because you're wearing Audio Technicas because everybody for some reason loves them, even though they are good, I mean, but there are better alternatives, especially if you consider those Hesh 2s I was talking about. I don't care if they're Skull Candy. I don't care what brand they are. Just like I bought these. I didn't like Beats. I heard the Solo HDs. I heard the original Solos. I heard the Beats Wireless. I heard the Studios. I heard the original Pros, the Monster Pros. They all suck ass. I still went for these because they look cool and whatever. They actually sound really good too, so it kind of surprised me. But whatever. These are a really good headphone for the price. These are $170 on Amazon as I speak right now. Uh, that's what I paid for them. I don't think it's going to go down ever. I mean, it's been a year and they're the same. So if you see them at 170, just grab them. It's not going to be lower than that. You might see the original go on sale for about $110, I think it was. So if you really don't care about a detachable cable, like if you're dumb or something, just go with the original. Or if you just don't have enough money, I'll just wait and just get these. These also have softer pads, by the way, than the original, and they're a little bigger, I think. Yeah, they look a little bigger. But look, just barely touching it. Just look how it just sucks into my finger. It's really nice. But yeah, that's pretty much it about these headphones. For just budget gamers, I mean, I know you're gonna have to go for less than these, but if you got a little bit of money to fork over, I go with these, no doubt. Okay, this is Mashu Haraguni signing out. Hope you liked. If you did, subscribe or whatever. You can do whatever you want.